All right, congratulations. We've made it all the way to the top, to the highest section of our body, which is right here. And that's going to be working on our jaw, on our scalp, on our eyes, and then the rest of our facial muscles. And I'm going to make videos of every single one of these so that we learn a lot about them. But just a brief overview here is going to be that Alexander Lowen said that the place in our bodies that have the most tension is the jaw, and then the jaw, and then the jaw. So expect a lot of release happening over here in the jaw. And he was serious. There's a lot of tension here. And if you think about it, when we're little kids and babies, the first thing that we start using is our mouths, right? And then when we want to speak up, we use this area. This area is very important for so many reasons. And then when we want to shout out at someone, rah, right? Many kids have been known to, when they want to fight someone, they bite someone, right? Animals do, right? Or they growl. When you're angry, you have that. And then we get conditioned over time to not do those things. And a lot of times what we have to do is we have to hold face, right? We have to hold face. And we hold face by tightening our jaw. So instead of biting your coworker, you do this. You bite your lip, right? You bite your lip and you clench your jaw. And I don't know if you've experienced it, but when I'm in a lot of stress, I know that I'm in a lot of stress because I feel it in my jaw, right? So we're going to release a lot of that tension, and you're going to learn how to release it so that when you are in a situation where you have to hold face and your jaw does get tight, because that's the only way to stop yourself, you know what to do, right? There's also a lot of tension that is within the scalp region. We've already worked on the neck, so you probably already had some release, but now it's just like the muscles. It's interesting. The muscles go from here all the way down to the neck. So working these muscles up here is going to be very beneficial, and it's going to feel very, very good for us to release those muscles over here. You're going to feel a lot more relaxed by doing that. We'll go deeper into that one as well. Then we'll go into the face and the eyes. The face is amazing because so much of the neurotic holding patterns that we have are also within our face. So we've worked up the body, so you already understand that. So it's like, okay, I've had a traumatic experience, and maybe it affected, let's say, my hips, and then I feel it in my shoulders, my hips and my shoulders, and now my jaw. I feel it. I know that. It's interesting because maybe now when we start working on our eyes and our face around here, you'll have a deeper release in those other sections too, because they all interplay and they're all combined. It's like a synchronicity that happens when you have a traumatic experience. And I mean, this is kind of obvious when you really think about it. It's just like, all right, I have a traumatic experience, right? Something happens in my face too. It's not like you have a traumatic experience only in your lower extremities. Like, I can't even do it. It's impossible to do it without actually having a facial reaction, right? That's why we read a lot of people through their facial reactions. And it's just like, oh, we can tell a lot about somebody because of their face. And you can sometimes see that some people hold certain lines in their face because of, the way they've been thinking, the way they've been experiencing life. Some people just like sad with depressive features, stuff like that. And then there's other people that have like super in your face type of eyes and stuff like that, and they're just stuck that way. It's like, whoa, and that it all comes from different experiences that we've had in our past, right? And as we're working different layers and parts of our body working up, we're starting to release some of the neurotic holding patterns in those areas, of course. But now working on our face and our eyes, you're going to notice that there's a lot more release happening. It seems simple. It's just like, oh man, it's just these little muscles, but these muscles interact with all the other muscles. So it's going to be so freaking cool to experience so much release in this area. I'll speak more about this. For now, I just wanted to introduce you to this section and let you know that this is awesome. Do not take these exercises lightly. They are very, very powerful and they're very, very beneficial. So do them sufficiently and effectively so that before moving into expressive and more intense exercises, you really get a lot of release in this area, in the muscular system themselves. There's so many muscles here. I don't even remember how many muscles they say is in there, but it's incredible. So we're going to work on a lot of them to release, and then, man, we're working our way up. We've already finished all the way up, and then we're going to do expressive exercises. But first, own this section. Peace.